Hi guys, it's your boy Frappii, and today we're gonna review Challenger Zeri. Some people wanted me in the comments to like review one of my games, and I think that's a better idea to review just Challenger Zeri in Korea to give you more insight about other players, because in my videos I'm already explaining what am I doing, so I will try to explain you what other player better than me or not, trying to what are their decisions, right, and how they're able to carry the game. So first of all, we're gonna review the runes. I think Conqueror is a bit bait, because unless you get 12 stacks in the team fight, which you get pretty fast with Zeri, because our auto attack puts 2 stacks already, right? But I don't think it's good. I think Fleetwood Rock is better, especially like champions like Blitzcrank, where you want to dodge the hook, or Talia or Jace that are like high range, so you can like need this move speed. I think Absolute Focus Gathering Storm can be good, but again I think Resolve is better, because I don't think Zeri lacks damage, especially against their comp. Like the whole comp is squishy, so you will never lack damage. You will like tankiness for sure. So I think the Resolve rune is better. The Resolve runes are better. Alacrity, depending on what he builds, is good. If he builds a second item, like attack speed, the second item, it's bad, because once you get capped in attack speed, Alacrity gets really bad. And Triumph is good. I don't think he plays on the patch that, 14.11. Okay, but anyway, he's not playing against like a poke bot lane, so he can go Triumph instead of Absorb Life. Okay, let's start. Let's start to analyze the game. We have Zeri Maokai into Smolder Blitzcrank. Zeri gets Prio into Smolder, and Blitzcrank Maokai just Maokai will just look to tank the Blitzcrank hook if Blitzcrank does anything crazy. Kiana Aatrox, I think Aatrox has the Prio in early game, and with time Kiana will win into Aatrox, because she will just one-shot him, most likely. Have more burst, and she has enough ability to dodge the Aatrox spells. The jungle, Talia will just look to full clear, and Nunu will look to gank a lot, so enemy's laner needs to be careful. Rumble into Jace, I don't remember who wins the matchup, but most likely Rumble Jace wins the early game, and especially it's a Korean Jace, so he will most likely win into Rumble in early game, but then maybe level 6 or something like this, Rumble can get ahead. Level 3, I don't know the top matchups, but anyway, we are here to focus on Zeri and looking to see how she can carry at this elo, because it's Challenger Korea. Okay, let's go. We will put X to speed, and whenever there is something important, I will just either pause the video or come back or whatever. Classic cover. Nunu starting bot. She will not leash, most likely. At this elo we never leash. We don't want to show where the enemy jungler starts. Okay, she got cheesed on. She loses flash, so she has flash around 6 minutes. So enemy jungler will try to abuse that. So either she will give prio, especially that she lost her some HPs, either she will get the prio or get the bounce. So let's see, and play on the bounce. So let's see what she does. She get hooked again. That's a big mistake. Not much to do, not much to say for now. Apparently, even if she got hooked, they're winning the trade. Now they're in a difficult situation, but it's advantage to this situation is advantage to Zeri. Why? Because as I said, Nunu is a gank jungle and Talia is a farm jungle, and Talia looks like she started top side and Nunu started bot side, so that's good for her to fight bot, because then Nunu can help her, right? So they are able to crash the wave, and she will just look to base. Okay, let's fast forward. Let's see what she does on the bounce. She did an interesting base. She did boots and dagger. I guess she's looking. I would have went Cull and refillable potion. Personally, I think that's better, because there is spikes on 2 items, and you want the Cull, and a Cull early game, it's pretty high value. When we can look for like this trade is kind of interesting to look at it. Like, why would she lose that trade? Okay, basically that's a bounce, so she want to fin the wave. She want to fin the wave because she doesn't want to have the less bigger the wave is, the better it is. So She wants to fin the wave. Let's see, like this trade. I mean, I think she could have E because there is only one ability to E in the lane. I mean, there is the Blitzcrank Rook, but this is the W of Smolder, and I think she should have E'd this side to dodge it. And that way she has E, so she can fin the wave in a better way, because she will have more AoE damage. And then she gets queued by Smolder for free, instead of like Eing forward and try to proc her passive and try to trade back. So I think that's a mistake from her. She should have in any way make that trade better. But she got traded on for free. Maybe she wants to keep the E because she thinks that she get doved. She can get doved, or she can get hooked while she farms. That way she dodged the Blitzcrank Hook, which is fine. But then if she wants to do that, then she has to be careful about this and try to respect the W range of Smolder. Because I guess she wants to keep the E, because under turret she needs to dodge the Blitzcrank Hook, and since it's challenger, of course it's really hard to dodge a good Blitzcrank Hook while you farm, so you just keep your E to make it safe. So I understand why she kept the E, but next time try to be more far of a smaller 20 range. Okay, I mean she get ganked, she dies. She doesn't have E because she used it to dodge the Blitzcrank Hook. Talia does a mistake, she gets the kill. They're trying to kill Maokai basically without, and ignoring Zeri. That's nice, that's interesting. She's doing a good job here, very good job here. She has 12 Conqueror stacks, so she kinda wants to keep these stacks. And here, the second they see the steps, as you can see, we can see with their champions heading up to the right side, that they will try to kill Zeri. The second they do that, she's focusing, she's waiting her W, 2 seconds of range, and she's looking to kill Blitzcrank. She does not try to finish these scripts because she understands that she won't have the time to kill these scripts by the time they come to her, so she turns instantly into Blitzcrank. And she has Triumph, so she's training again with Triumph, and that way she kept 12 stacks of Conqueror, so she has the damage to kill Blitzcrank. So as you can see in Korea Challenger, games are really explosive, right? Koreans love to fight and are really good at laning phase, so it's a bit explosive. Okay, she greets for the plates. Yeah, she has time. Why does she has time? Because by the time the wave will come, the wave will stack here, and basically it will be n+0, and the next wave that will come here is gonna be n+1. n1 -1. So basically n+0 won't have the time to crash. So it's gonna be n+0 and n+1 stacking, and that way she has the time to base and not lose anything. That's why she takes the plates, because she has the tempo. Okay, let's see what she buys. She's buying, I have no idea what she buys. I think she's Conqueror. I think it's a Cracker. I don't even know, I forgot. Actually they managed to crash n+0, wait. They managed to crash n+0, but Zeri is fast enough to come back. I guess Smolder pushes really fast. Oh yeah, and, Smolder pushes fast because she has the QIO evolved already. Nunu is ganking, okay, yeah. But as you can see, Zeri doesn't have the prior on Smolder, so... Okay, Smolder makes a mistake, she has to crash. It's not a mistake from Smolder, as you can see. We can think that Smolder is inting, but she's doing that because Talia is behind and Blitzcrank was looking to gank. Coming from here. So Maokai dies for it, Nunu comes in, they kill Talia. Really good flash from... Here we can see that Aatrox is moving, so we have to fast play. So Nunu is coming, so they do a fast play on Talia. They see that Kenna is coming, so they take the fight. That's why she flashes, because she wouldn't have flashed if Kenna wasn't here. Yes, actually, because she has boots. Aatrox doesn't have boots, so anyway she could have kited away. But they take the fight. She flashes She does a nice flash. Kiana misses her spells kinda. So yeah, they flash out. 1 for 1. And again, we don't have the push. I mean, we are low HP. We're just receiving the wave. Not much we can do. We have we are not really proactive. We cannot be really proactive because we don't have the prior, right? Looking to base with these HPs, can't really stay on lane because the thing is that okay, she can receive the next wave, but she's really low, so she's basically dead. So she cannot do anything with this life. When you're really low on league, you just base, unless Smolder is 1 HP, but Smolder can stay and keep pressuring since she's midlife. So yeah, she has a lot of golds. She needs to pressure the. Oh, she does X-Bait. That's crazy. I think that's a really terrible buy on Zeri. I will never do this. Right now the best build is Static or Kraken. Kraken, and then you go IE. But if you, since you skip second attack speed, since you skip second attack speed item, you need to go Alacrity in runes, and then you go LDR, and then you can go either Collector or Yontal, then Yontal, GA maybe if you want, and then you go BT or anything like Mo. That's the best build on Zeri right now. So now that she has the push, she will try to keep the push. Especially that now she has the all-in potential with X-Plate. I mean, first item Zeri is usually a big spike. You can all-in. Blitzcrank is roaming, so they're diving Smolder. Not much to say. Basically, they're in a 2v1 situation. So when you're a 2v1 situation, you just try to ping back the enemy support. You tell your team that your support is missing, and you look to push and try to dive since it's like 9 minutes of the game. I mean, she's pretty fed. I mean, she has her first item spike, so basically they can dive 2v1 pretty easily. It's not like it's 3 minutes of the game. 3 minutes of the game, it's really hard to dive. 9 minutes of the game, you can dive for sure. I mean, depending on what items you have. Since she has a great spike, it's a good 1 item spike X-Plate. She's they're diving. She did a little mistake here. As you can see, she tries to W over the threat, so the W goes into the whole wave and pushes faster, but she missed. She did just a normal W on 1 minion, so the push will be slower. She has her first Garrisoning Storm proc. She bases here because that's the fastest way to base and the safest way to base. But she got cancelled because enemy ADCs knows that. Nice try, Smolder, nice ulti. And then she gets cancelled, she's gonna lose 1 wave. She has to base because again she's really low HP, we talked about that earlier. What second item she goes? I don't know, we'll see. I mean, you can try this build at home and these runes if you want, but I don't recommend it. Okay, waiting the wave. She's pushing, getting the prio. Everyone is moving. Aatrox has prio mid, so she has to respect that. Talia on the bot side, Kiana on the bot side, going all around to try help the bot line. Basically, they're praying from bot. They're fighting because Kiana has kept a mid wave. That's really interesting here. What Kiana does is really interesting. Basically, Kiana is skipping a mid wave to fight bot because Kiana knows in Korea they're really good. I mean, especially in higher elo, but they're really good to understand the win condition. The win condition right now is Zeri. She's 6 and 1, so Kiana is skipping a mid wave to actually play from bot lane and make a proactive play. Because the thing is that if she doesn't do this, Aatrox will perma get prio, move first, and since she doesn't have TP, because Aatrox has TP advantage, as we can see right now he's TPing, they will always be stuck and there won't be a way to play the map. Because they cannot really play from mid, because because looks like I mean Aatrox Talia wins the 2v2, and if they want to play from bot, then they need Kana needs to skip a mid wave. So Kana skip a mid wave, and they're fighting with number advantage. Aatrox is tipping, but they keep going because they think they can win. They're winning. That's really nice. Smolder try to put some damage on Smolder because they have Kiana Maokai still alive, so she's trying to dive. She has barrier. Really nice played. She's gonna push one more wave and base. No, okay, she's basing instantly. Okay. Oh, she's going shield bow second item after the buffs. That's crazy. That's a crazy build, by the way. That's a really interesting build. It's not too bad against enemies because she doesn't like need she needs some survivability, and exploit is I think gives some HPs. Shield bow gives a shield. So when you're really ahead, actually going this build is not too bad. I have no idea about the stats behind it. And that way, okay, that's a really smart build because that way she can survive longer in fights, so she can proc her Conqueror, and that way, since she's building some tankiness and yeah, some tankiness, the not going resolve and going sorcery in secondary is really interesting. But actually having more armor and magic resist while you have a lot of health is maybe better, I think. So I don't know about the sorcery part. But yeah, she's really ahead. Now she's mid lane, taking mid prio. Taking mid prio, moving to top because you want to play mid top, because you want to play Herald. But she's midlife, I don't like that. The thing, she's midlife, so she's basically useless, I would say. So she kinda needs to find a base, especially that she has Alacrity, no lifesteal. Smolder knows that, so that's why she's looking to try to cancel it. Yeah, she's basing. While you do this, you need to ask your team to back off. She's going IE third after a shield bow. Interesting. She's also going Alacrity instead of cut down, when cut down is like 50 plus HP. She got, I mean, cut down got buffed, so I don't like that. I think coup de grace is not good anymore on ADCs. Not much she can do. She doesn't have the push into Smolder, so she's just receiving waves. This one just died, so yeah. The only way right now to win the game is Nunu coming from mid lane, try to get the prio over Smolder and try to move on the sides. Or enemies, I mean Maokai carrying here. It's really interesting what Maokai did. Basically Maokai knows that mid lane he cannot do much to Smolder or Blitzcrank. He doesn't have the range to reach them. So he basically did the jungle job and tried to counter gank a dive on top lane. That's really nice. Yeah, Nunu coming mid, they killing them. That's huge. That way they will maybe get the first T1. I mean the T1 mid. That's a huge objective to get in the game. Yep. Jace coming, Jace fighting because Jace is forcing this fight because he knows that Talia has a wall and he's coming, so that's really smart. He just basically suicided to get the 1k gold shut down on Talia. So that's mega worth it, and that way they can get the Drake. So that's a bit misplayed by Maokai. Maybe Zeri shouldn't have dashed in because she should have known that Talia has a wall and she can come. So that's a huge mistake here. Giving 1k gold shutdown is really bad. And enemies now have tempo. They're winning. Yeah, that's bad. Why that's bad? Because enemies are basically number advantage. You can't really win these fights. And yeah, fighting under when you don't have the number advantage is really bad. Because Rumble, I mean, yeah, it's bad. Enemies are doing a really good job at, I mean, this part of the game. Okay, Maokai trying to cheat for vision. Why? Because enemies are basing, so he's free to do that. While enemies don't have, basically Zeri team has tempo, so they're playing really far up. So Zeri will skip this mid wave because something top is happening. Okay, but since they win it, she doesn't skip it, but now it's keep fighting, so she's skipping the mid wave to keep fighting top. So they're trying to catch Talia, but yeah, Talia got a 1 kill gold shotdown, so she basically one-shotted Zeri. Maokai got it, that's nice. Okay, and now Zeri is capping herself with a Zeal item. That's really bad, because capping yourself Zeri doesn't give you a lot of damage. Having this Zeal item is basically useless. I mean, her build is mega shit. Like, going Zeal right now is mega bad. She should have went LDR. At this stage of the game, champions have a lot of armor anyway, just with XP, so going LDR is way better. Then she can go LDR, Yontal, I mean, anything. LDR, Yontal, Collector, anything is better than a Zeal item on Zeri right now. It's really, really bad. So again, she's just receiving waves, she doesn't have the prior into smaller, and enemies have a number advantage, so they're fighting. Nunu got grabbed to force a fight. It's really smart, she's rushing in to keep the fight. Nice, okay, that's nice. The move here is really, really smart from Nunu. Basically, he's full tank, he's mega useless, so he's just getting hooked to keep the fight. I mean, it's Maokai or Nunu. Anyway, both of them, they're the front line. They know that they're not gonna die if they get hooked, and that way they can force. It's all about understanding your win condition, right? If you can manage to get yourself hooked as a Nunu and make and bait every single spell with this build and with Maokai ultimate. With Maokai ultimate, then rooting them, allowing Rumble to put a good ultimate into Zeri ultimate. It's like perfect fight setup. And Talia wasn't even here, and they also have number advantage because they killed Jace, so Kiana is moving first. I mean, that's a really amazing play from their team. Enemy team shouldn't have fight for this. It was a bad fighting time because Jace was dead on bot. I guess they win. Jace is trying to cancel the bases. It's not too much of a hint, since enemies have Nashor. You need to like to cancel their base / push every single wave while you can, because when they will start to buff the waves, it's really bad. I mean, they will just be unstoppable. Nunu again doing a really good job of tanking the enemy team and baiting the fight. So Zeri can join it. Not much to say, everyone is dead, so you just push with Nash and try to get threats. You can even 1-3-1 because everyone is dead. And sadly they cannot, they didn't get anything with this Nash, which is bad. They should have, yeah, I guess they should have the group on one wave, or I mean 1 or 2 lanes instead of 3. So at least they get something. Zeri going BT last item, at least that's something good. But then she doesn't have LDR, which is bad. Again, Runan is mega useless this game. Yeah, catching the mid wave as far as possible to get the tempo in, but she got caught by Talia, so everyone dies. Yeah, enemies just dominating. Not much happening. It's just basically a Clone Festa here. I mean, not a Clone Festa, but enemies are trying to get a T2, and the Zeri teams have a good defense, so they do a 2-4-2. So while enemies are dead, Zeri is totally free, getting this mid wave, going to take the next mid wave deep, and trying to play for T2 top or T2 bot, depending on when she wants to. I think since Jace and Aatrox was dead, she should have went top to take a T2 top, but I guess she was confident that Kiana will get it alone. So since they were confident that Kiana will get it alone, she paid for bot camps. Okay, Nunu getting forcing a fight. Zeri doing a really good job here. I mean, that's huge. We can rewatch it again. I mean, this is the fight of the game, right? Again, Nunu, like the whole game, Nunu does a really good job of baiting. I mean, and Zeri following Nunu But Nunu is doing I mean, he's full tank, right? So he's useless. Basically, this champ is useless if he doesn't get focused. So Nunu is doing a really good job suiciding for Zeri every single fight. So they're looking to fight. Enemies don't expect this, and because I mean, that's a really deep engage, right? Jace is already top because he needs to catch the top wave. So he's like, okay, no one will engage mid. But no, it's I mean, it's a really good play from Zeri's team. Enemies won't expect you to engage so deep, right? Even Kiana did not expect it because she's basing. So Jace is taking the top wave, and let's see how the fight goes. Basically, put it normal speed. Yeah, dodging the Blitzcrank hook, focusing Blitzcrank. Now Aatrox. Flashing in, that's huge, because she flashed in the Q spell of the flash Q of Jace, so she doesn't get damaged in. With the Runans, she kills Smolder, and then she kills the last of the last member, which is Jace. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoy this new concept. I will do it once per week. If you enjoy it, don't hesitate to like the video or to comment down in the description if you have any ideas of what I can do. Also, if you're interested in different concepts, don't hesitate to join the Discord, to join the community. We are really active right there. And if you want to speedrun your way into higher elo, I do some coaching. So join the Discord, contact me, and we'll talk about this. See you guys. Bye bye.